Hello guys, welcome to Two Latin Brothers podcast. I'm Victor.
And I'm Adrian.
And we are on episode 17. I remembered it that time, you know?
Yeah, for once.
For once, you know?
For once.
Yeah.
Not that I didn't tell you like 2 seconds ago before we started.
True. Yeah. So, this is episode 17. You know, we've been going at it for 17 weeks now.
Yeah, 17 weeks straight.
Exactly. We've been keeping up, you know?
Attempting to keep up.
Watch me. I just jinxed it. I know I did. Watch us not upload next week.
No, we're uploading next week.
Yeah,
We're definitely going to upload next week.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, we're going to record next week's episode pretty soon.
Yeah.
So we're definitely going to upload next week. We have a guest next week.
What if it's the following week we don't upload?
Well, I'll make sure we record also that episode next week.
Okay. So last time you had a story you were gonna talk about or something.
That was like a month ago now.
Yeah.
It was like 3 weeks ago.
Yeah. Like 3 episodes ago.
Yeah.
You were gonna talk about something and you just remembered about it.
Yeah. Okay, so we were talking about how a hot dog's a sandwich.
Yeah.
That episode, whatever episode that is, we were like talking about. It was like,
is a hot dog a sandwich?
Yeah.
No, a hot dog is a sandwich.
That's
a statement.
Yes, okay.
You're firm with that.
Well, no, that's not the point. Anyway, the story goes is, what I was trying to say was that in the story, the story I was going to tell is that when I graduated, people were like, calling out, like they were like, like I'd like to thank my family and my friends and, God and whoever else, my aunt, my uncle, and name a few of their friends or whatever, for helping me get through this or whatever. And then they'd be like, and a hot dog's a sandwich.
No, they'd be like, P.S.
Yeah, no. They'd also be like, and a hot dog's a sandwich. And then there'd be like, a hot dog is not a sandwich. And then there would be people who'd say, hot dog is a sandwich. That was like the thing the entire time we were walking up to get their diploma.
Yeah, honestly, that's kind of cool. See, what I should start from my school is cereal soup. That should be.
That's just that just seems way too problematic.
Everyone's gonna be like, no, soup has to be warm.
Soup has to be warm.
Yeah. I feel like that's how everybody would be.
I suppose. I wouldn't actually know.
Yeah. Okay, well, moving on with, not is something.
Is something a something?
But is nothing truly nothing? Ask yourself that question.
I don't want to ask myself that question. That's going to make me think way too much.
Well, the word nothing can mean nothing. Well, the word nothing can mean everything but still be nothing, which is interesting.
So, sorry.
If I tell you to do nothing, you can't. It's impossible.
Okay, anyway, getting away from that, changing the topic. Okay. I was just checking through the stats, and there's someone from Hungary listening to us.
Damn, that's cool.
Like, in the stat, I think it's kind of cool. I don't know. Just, who names a country Hungary, though?
They must have been very hungry people when they started.
I don't know how that came. I bet it means something else.
Probably does. We just don't know.
Yeah.
Like, what does Canada mean?
I think it's our home or our land or something like that.
Our home.
No. Like, I honestly think it means that. It's in like some native language, in one of the native languages. That's what it means. I don't actually remember right now, but actually, you know what? I'll Google it.
You'll Google it.
I'll Google it. You know
then
what?
You'll Google it.
We need verification.
While he's Googling this, I'm going to tell you guys a short story. No. The end.
No, thanks for that. Real short. Keep it real.
I was thinking about just going like, this is brought to you part by... I'm just joking.
Breaks that into an ad.
That everybody would be like, no! Yeah, which would be funny,
Well, it means land.
It means land. Canada means land.
Give me a sec. I'm just checking.
Are you saying I live in a country named land?
Just give me a sec. You didn't actually have to give me a second. I'm just saying,
I decided
to
yawn.
No, don't make noises.
Sorry.
Now I have to edit that out.
I'm sorry. You take too long with those seconds. You're wasting time. You're burning time here. Come on, man.
Yeah, so it means village, settlement, land, or town, or cluster of dwellings, or collection of huts.
Collection of huts.
Yeah.
Collection of huts.
Yeah. Because, the natives, they lived in huts.
Okay. You know what I discovered today? Talking about names, like how Canada means land, or like huts and whatever.
Okay.
Our teacher was telling us because we're reading Lord of the Flies in my English
okay.
class.
Yeah,
She was
every grade 10 does.
Yeah, but like she was telling us how Lord of the Flies means Satan, and like everyone's jaw just dropped. It's just like, we're reading Satan. And everyone's just like, I don't want to read this book anymore. And she's like, but it has nothing to do with it. And we're just like, kind of does.
That's unsettling. I
it's
don't
very
like it.
Unsettling. Exactly.
Like, I don't know, some people like to do that. They go and they look at what their name means, and some people like really deep, you know, my name originates from this place, and it meant this back then, but then they changed it so it sounded nicer.
Mine's just always meant victory.
This. Well, it's in the word victory.
Exactly.
Like, it's the first 6 letters.
Exactly. It's always meant victory.
Meanwhile, I'm named after like a sea, the Adriatic Sea.
Yeah.
And then there was like some, like, I think it was Roman or something like that.
Yeah.
Named some kid Adrian. And then there was like an emperor. No, there wasn't an emperor. It was like some other guy. And then they coined it as being strong or strength. It means strength or strong.
My name also means being strong. And
something like that. I don't actually know. I don't remember.
Yeah.
But yeah, so how was your week?
It was a week.
Oh,
yeah,
great answer.
Yeah, I know. Monday was like, Easter, so I didn't have any school then.
Or I had an exam that actually this entire week I have been writing.
You've had exams.
I've been writing exams.
Like
exactly. I had one on Monday, and then I had one on the next day. I didn't have one. Then I had one the other day. We did 2 on Monday. Well, me and my friends did 2 on Monday. Like, it's been a roller coaster.
Yeah.
Today I had my last one, so I'm officially done the school semester.
Stress levels low.
Oh yeah, man! I'm like, the exhaustion's really hitting me. Like, I walked out.
You needed to drink coffee.
Yo, yeah, like I was so tired. I was like, I need a cup of coffee. I'm about to pass out. Like, I can't do this. This. How do people function?
How do people function?
Like I can't even walk. I'm out here like, help! I need an adult.
That's fine.
No, but yeah, no, it was crazy.
Well, my week's been, a week. Just school. Yeah.
Lucky you.
Lucky me.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's nothing really that exciting
that happened.
Oh,
what is it? Today on my way home I saw this kid who goes to school with you. I don't remember his name, but he's like in grade 9. He thought I was you.
Grade 9?
Yeah, anyway, that's not the point.
Now I want to talk about this, but
I probably shouldn't have said that on the podcast.
Yeah, okay. We'll talk later. Everyone's gonna be like, I want to hear this conversation.
No, I mean, like, I was just walking by and he shouted out, like, he's like, hey, Victor. And then I turned around, like, I took out my earphone.
Victor?
Yeah, he like,
okay.
Yo, Victor.
If they know you, they probably went to my elementary school.
Well, I'm pretty sure they did. Anyway, but they're like, they turn around and they go, oh, I'm like, did you call me? He's like, oh, I thought you were Victor. I'm like, I'm Victor's brother. And he goes, oh, I'm like, why does everybody think I'm Victor? Like, I'm my own person.
He's got facial hair. I have a clean slate face.
I'm gonna shave tomorrow. What are you gonna say?
Yeah, but you're gonna keep your mustache. Well, technically, I have one.
No, that's not the point. Look, here's the thing. I just find it interesting how everyone from your little generation doesn't know me by my name.
They know me by... They know you by Victor's brother.
Like, I don't have a name.
Yeah.
And then...
You don't have
and everybody knows your name. Like, even my friends know your name is Victor.
Well, that's because I'm Victor. Like, in my school, I checked with my history history teacher from last semester. We checked all the students' names... And he searched Victor. Didn't even put my last name. I am the only Victor out of like 1,000 and something students.
There's 1,000 of you at the high school?
Yeah, it's because there was another school that closed down.
Wait, so now there's officially 1,000?
There's like 1,000 students.
Wow. That's not a lot.
Yeah. But out of like 1,000 something students.
Wow.
I am the only one.
Wow, that's...
We got like no Latinos. You go to Mexico.
No. Okay, well, that's...
You yell Victor, or Victor, and like probably 2 guys will turn and look at you. But besides that, no.
What is it? We know another one that happens to also be lying.
Yeah.
We know another one.
I know I know 1, 2, 3, 4 Victors.
Really?
Yeah.
I only know like 3 Adrians, and one of them's a girl.
I love how people can't normally find their own names.
I was like, cause also
Like,
I
other
think
people
I
with
should
their
explain
own
that
names.
my name is like a dual sex name.
Yeah.
So like, well, they don't call her Adrian. Well, some people call it like they're Adrian, but there's also like Adriana, and then they just call them Adrian, or they just call them Anna, or whatever, or vice versa, depending on who they are and whatever.
Yeah.
But like, because of that, my name goes both ways. So it works for guys and it works for girls. In case you were wondering, if you ever met a girl and she's like, "My name's Adrian," and you go, "But there's this guy on this podcast named Adrian." Why would they give you a guy's name? Like, that's the reason why.
It's like they named you after me.
Thank you.
To all those parents, you know, who really likes the name Victor or Adrian, just know, in our hearts, we know you named them after us.
You gotta represent, you know.
Exactly.
Gotta show them what Adrians are all about.
Yeah.
No,
Exactly.
no, but yeah, like there was Noah. What was I saying before that?
I don't know.
I don't even remember anymore. I'm so tired. Like
I'm pretty tired myself.
you know, I'm gonna edit this tomorrow. I'm not gonna edit it today. I'm gonna edit it tomorrow. Forget this. I can't right now.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, my week was just school. You know.
Nothing
English.
interesting. Nothing interesting happened at all.
No.
You're in high school and nothing interesting happened.
I'm boring.
Okay.
I don't do fun.
Okay, so I guess
I went to a park across my school today.
really
Yeah.
you went to a play structure.
Not a play structure. Swings.
That's part of the play structure.
and I spent most of my time on the hill thing, just kind of laying down,
Is
looking
like,
up at the
was
sky,
that
getting
during-
some
Was
tan.
that like during lunch?
Sure.
No, it was really funny. I remember when we were there. Well, when I was in high school. Yeah, once we went to that park, like playing like Sandman or something like that. We were just like so bored. We're like, what are we doing right now?
Sandman. No, man.
Yeah, like we were just having so much fun back then.
Yeah.
I remember we used to do like all these like the most bizarre things, and then or we used to like race to like the other class or whatever. We like run and we get in trouble and all that stuff. But I remember this one time.
It was
Actually,
time.
no, there was this one time I was with a friend of mine. We were like talking out by like this tree, and this cop, like where the baseball field is,
Yeah.
like where those trees are.
Yeah, I know where
So
that is.
right there, like by those benches, like sitting.
Yeah.
You're right there. And this cop car, like he's driving by the parking lot, and he just turns into the baseball field.
Oh, damn.
Like he's driving in the grass, and he pulls up right next to us. He's like, "You guys okay?" And we're like, "Yeah." And then
maybe he was just very bored. He hasn't had
no,
any
wait.
action
He's
going
like, you guys didn't do anything wrong? We're like, no. And he's like, you guys don't have any drugs on you? And I'm like, I just try to look at him and I'd be like 6 feet under. And he's like, okay. And then I'm like, yeah. And then he just jumps back in his car and just drives. No, he's like, why are you guys out here? Like, shouldn't you be in class? And we're like, oh, we're on spare. Because you're like in grade 11 or 12 and you can have spare by then. And we still had a class afterwards, so we're like, we're just kind of weighing out, kind of thing. We don't, it's like, you don't have anything to do. Like, no, we don't have anything to do. So we're literally just like kind of waiting it out. And then and it just happened that we both had spare at the same time.
Yeah.
And anyway, so he jumps back in his cop car and then just literally makes like a U-turn and drives away. And we're like, what just happened? Like.
A cop.
See, this is what high school was like for me. I always
cops always pulling you up because you're Mexican. Honestly.
It has nothing to do with the fact that I'm
it's like they think you're part of the cartel, you know. Just
no, it's nothing to do with it. No, honestly, like it was like I still don't understand what the purpose of that was.
I don't know. Either.
Like to this day, like I still like we were literally like sitting down talking. Like it's not like we were doing anything wrong.
Yeah, you're just sitting there.
Yeah, like
I'm pretty sure if you guys did have drugs, you guys would be pretty high by then.
No,
and you'd be like, "Hi, sir."
Don't notice that my eyes are red. By the way, I've been crying. My dog passed away last night.
It's
I'm
like
tearing up over here.
No, just be like, I clearly did not just smoke the marijuana.
No, but like a lot of stuff like that happened. I remember actually there was this one time in my communications class in one of my English classes.
Yeah.
When I was in, I think it was like in grade 12 or 11, and I handed in like this essay I wrote about a book I read, and the last sentence made no sense. Like, no sense. I had the teacher come out to be like, were you like drunk or something? Like, this makes no sense. And I was like, sir, it was late. I was tired. I sent the email as it was. Like I edited all of it except for like the last sentence apparently.
You know what I've realized with myself, and I don't think I've told you this before, but when I get really tired, I don't know why, but like my brain starts writing in Spanish.
What?
I don't know why. It just starts writing in Spanish.
I can't.
And
I can't conjugate.
Like I can't conjugate. No, but like when I don't know why. It just kind of happens. You know what's funny? If I try writing in Spanish, it's awful. But when I'm exhausted and tired and I'm writing, it's
your inner Latino.
It's my inner Latino coming out. It's just like voila.
No, I remember. No, but right. So he's like, "Were you like okay?" I'm like, "It was really late." I'm like, "Check the email when you got it." And he's like, check the email. He's like, he goes back to like his desk. He pulls up the email. Mm-hmm. And I sent it like 1:30 in the morning. He's like, what were you? I'm like, I had to get it done. I had to get it done, sir. I had to get it done. And he's like, I mean, it was due today by class. I'm like, and I didn't have time later due during school. And I have you second period. I wasn't going to wake up early and do it. I'm like, I'm going to do it like right then, there, get it done, submit. He was, it was really funny because he was like, well, you want to edit the last sentence and hand it back in? He's like, and don't worry about it. You can hand it in like whenever you're done. I'm like, okay.
Okay, 2 weeks later, I'm handing it in. I rewrote the whole thing.
Honestly, the next day I handed it in. But it was really funny because he thought, he's like, were you like drunk or something? Like, what is going on? It's like, it was like a bad text, like when people sound like a drunk text. They're like, and thingy. And I'm here.
It's like you're trying to say with, I went to go walk my dog, and it's like dog walk far away.
You're not Yoda.
Walking.
Like what is it? My name is Yoda. Yoda, my name is.
Yeah, he says everything backwards.
It's like why?
It's like Yoda, my name is.
Yeah, it's like my name is Yoda.
And it doesn't say may the force be with you. Force be with you. Yeah. No, with you, force.
Yeah. No, it's really...
No, actually, that's the one thing he does say.
Like, what is it? Like, you know how they say that the force is strong?
Yeah.
He says strong is the force.
Strong is the force with this one.
Yeah, right? Like, it's really funny.
I always loved how in Star Wars, they're just like, with this one. Like,
what is it? France officially made lightsaber dueling an actual sport.
Who?
France?
The
country, like the fencing federation in France. Officially made lightsaber dueling like an actual sport.
Damn.
And they're already talking about seeing if they can get it into the Olympics.
Okay, that's not happening.
I think that'd be amazing. Imagine watching
every nerd will lose their minds.
Imagine people dueling with lightsabers and like at the Olympics.
That's crazy.
I would pick up that sport.
I would pick up the sport, honestly.
Just so I could be like
okay. That was unnecessary, but okay.
And I'd be like,
when would you ever use that skill, though?
You never know.
Like technically, you could do the same thing with a sword.
Yeah, well, they were saying how like one of the rules, is that every time before you strike, you can't strike like from in front of you. The sword or the saber,
you can't strike sideways.
Has to go behind your body. Because in the movie how like the lightsaber, whenever they attack, there's like all these like twirling and swirling and like it's very dramatic and like it looks cool. So they're like, you have to do that.
So you have to like grab. Well, let's say you're holding it with your right hand. You have to like swirl it around your head just to like hit. Why did I say that? That?
And like they show you like the points and the system and all that. Like that's actually really cool. And they were saying how all like the sword movie stuff has really helped the sport and fencing has inspired people to start like taking it up and like especially the young kids, because they were saying that one of the biggest issues they're having in France right now and around the world in general is that people aren't exercising and they're using their thumbs more than like the rest of their body. Like they just exercise their thumbs.
See, I'm just waiting for like a VR and like an omnidirectional like treadmill that just goes every direction, so I can just plug myself in and just work out without working out.
I'm waiting for Sword Art. That's what I want.
Yeah, anime for context.
Yeah,
Sword Art Online.
I'm just waiting for that.
Great anime. Watch it.
I mean, like the first half of the first season, the rest of it's like, second season's really, and then and then third season's actually pretty good.
Yeah, third season's actually pretty good.
It's holding up. What?
Yeah, we haven't watched our episode. Just saying.
Anyway, no, we did.
Did we?
Yeah, we're still waiting for.
I was about to ask you what happened in it, but then I just like no
actually,
spoilers.
I think it's done when it's because we're watching it dubbed currently.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's done when it's that the subbing is done already. Or like the original one is done. Yeah. I don't remember. Anyway, getting back to the point. Yeah. So yeah, they got lightsaber dueling is like now an actual sport in France.
Sounds like
and
fun.
It's just like to attract like the youth to get like more active.
Yeah. And
I'm like, that's actually really cool. And they were saying how like and there's like a few comedians and people have been commenting on it.
Yeah.
How like people are saying that that's so dumb.
Yeah.
And one of them was like, have you really thought about sports? They're actually really like there's no point.
Yeah.
Like there's a guy like like the shot put like there's a guy with like a ball and a chain. It's like if I swirl it around and throw it, I'm gonna get a gold medal. But why? Or it's like you're playing hockey, you're all chasing this little puck thing. Why? Like there's a lot of things in sports, like the same thing with soccer. It's like it's a ball.
Actually, you just reminded me of a bit that Jerry Seinfeld had about how he's just like,
stop, we can get copyright strike for that.
That's true. Okay, well, I'm gonna just tell you the synopsis of the joke. Can I do that?
Okay, I guess.
It's basically like he says that people don't follow they don't have a favorite team, but they favorite the jersey. They don't have a favorite player. They just favorite the jersey. Cause every year, it's a different person. It's just the same jersey. So you can't really have a favorite player. Cause if they leave, you'll hate them.
Yeah.
Right? So it's not the players you like. It's the jersey.
Well, it's like the affiliation, right?
Yeah.
It's like how everyone, like, in Canada, the two main teams that have been around for the longest is the Montreal Canadiens and the Toronto Maple Leafs. They've been around for, like, since the NHL basically was founded.
Yeah.
What is it? There's this new Canadian news reporter. He's kind of a comedian, too. He did a...
Oh, Rick Mercer.
Yeah, he did a bit where when the NHL began, Montreal faced, like... another American team. Something like, I think it was like, it was like 87 times.
Was that around the time Maurice Richard was
I can't remember. But like he was saying how like when the team was founded, Montreal would play another team. Something like 103 times a season.
Oh,
I was like, I think that
was either Boston or New York.
Yeah, but it was like, it was so funny. I was like, because now there's so many more teams.
Yeah, there's a lot more teams. I'm pretty sure there was only like 7.
Yeah,
actual.
So
teams
like,
in the beginning.
like if you had hockey like every other night, there's like 100 and something games.
Canadians are gonna love this episode.
Yeah, it's like Canada. The only sport we're good at isn't actually our national sport. It's hockey.
Yeah. Well, what's our national sport then?
Lacrosse.
Lacrosse
is our national sport.
Why wouldn't it be hockey?
Because the Russians have hockey as their national sport. Well, the Russia in the Olympics, when Russia was like, when hockey was added to the Russia was always winning.
Yeah,
they were like the team to be beaten. And then Canada showed up and showed them how it was done.
Exactly.
And
we're cool.
What's funny is like every great hockey player is almost Canadian.
He's almost Canadian.
No, I'm not even joking. Like all the great ones have been Canadian.
Yeah,
Wayne Gretzky, Canadian. Crosby, Canadian. And there's like, and the list just goes on. Like it is, it's really funny. The only thing Canada is good at is making hockey players.
Yeah.
We do.
It's not the only good thing.
I mean, we do a lot of other things, but
like
I mean,
we have poutine.
People don't even know what that is.
Maple syrup.
Everybody knows what it is. You know what's funny? You can go anywhere in the world and find Canadian maple syrup. And at the bottom of the bottle will say "Made in Canada."
Exactly.
This is our biggest export. We export maple syrup.
This is what's keeping the country going. Maple syrup.
Yeah, I was better buy maple syrup. It's like I actually have a friend who she says she doesn't like it.
Yeah, our mom doesn't like it.
No,
like pure, like real.
No, she says she doesn't mind it.
Yeah, she says she doesn't mind it. No, she does. She doesn't like it.
Yeah, but like I met people who actually don't like it.
Yeah,
but they're not from Canada, so it's okay. I mean, I won't hold you against.
But if they were Canadian,
I mean, I'd be like, you dare call yourself a Canadian?
Yeah.
How dare get out? Don't come back.
Yeah,
that should be on the citizenship test. You want to apply to stay here? You want to become a citizen?
You better like maple syrup.
Do you like maple syrup?
Says no.
Test
but you don't tell them.
The test is like you pull out a ball of maple syrup, chug the whole thing. go. They'd be like the whole thing. You're not allowed to. You're not a citizen. That bottle empty.
No. It should be like you give them the test, okay, but you don't tell them that they won't be accepted.
Is it like one of the questions is like when was the who was the first prime minister of Canada?
Johnny McDonald.
Who were the last four?
The last four. What do you mean the last?
Not like the last four. Like so, like this year's the time before that guy, and the one before that guy, and the one before that guy.
Okay, so Justin Trudeau, Stephen Harper. I forgot that.
You weren't even alive yet for that guy.
Yeah. It's not pure.
Actually, I think you were alive.
I wasn't alive.
Yeah, I think you were.
Was I?
Yeah, I think you were.
I don't know.
I think you were. No, because Stephen Harper only did 2 terms, and terms are like 4 years.
Yeah.
So
he did like 8 years.
Yeah, he did 8 years. Then Trudeau did 2. So what? You're like what? You're like 10 now. So yeah, you were alive.
I was alive. I was 5.
Yeah.
I don't remember. Wait, no. Who was it before? Oh man, my civics teacher. If she hears this, she's gonna be mad at me.
I'm gonna send her the URL.
No.
I'm gonna send her the link. I'm be like, listen to this. If you're not teaching my brother right,
no,
get your act together.
I knew this. I just don't remember it now.
But like everyone's at home Googling.
Who is
right
it?
Now. I actually don't remember. I know what he looks like, but I don't remember.
I know what he looks like. I was gonna say Pierre Elliott Trudeau, but I know it's not.
Yeah, that's not an accurate thing.
Isn't it? I don't remember. Honestly, I can't remember.
I remember what he looks like, but man,
what's his name?
Give me a second.
Just go to Google and type in who was the prime minister before Stephen Harper.
Give me a second. I'm scrolling here.
I don't remember. I had to learn so many names. If I don't remember a previous prime minister, then it's not gonna kill me.
Yeah, there's a ton of them.
Yeah. So did you find it?
Yeah. Give me a sec. I'm looking for it.
Okay. I'm waiting. Don't worry. Maybe one day.
Yeah. I don't get why is this so complicated.
Because you're making it tough on yourself. You maybe you don't want to find out.
No, I want.
This is why you're taking your time with it.
Oh, Paul Martin. What's his name?
Yeah,
he was
Paul Martin.
Yeah,
Paul Martin. And the one before that,
Jean Chrétien. He was.
There you go.
Actually,
Jean
Chrétien. It's funny.
Not Chrétien.
Yeah, Chrétien. He was elected the year our sister was born, and then got out of office the year you were born.
Yeah.
And then Paul Martin came in for literally 6 years. No, 3 years, and then he was out.
I always forget his name.
No, what is it? And then what is it? We had a woman prime minister for like a couple of weeks. I think it was like a month or something like that. But her name was Kim Campbell. She was the only female to ever reach that roster.
Yeah.
What is it? I think Sir John A. Macdonald though served I don't know. He did like a term, then he was removed, then he did like another term. We're only on our 23rd prime minister.
Wow.
Right?
You'd think we'd be on more.
Well,
then again, Canada's only 151 years.
Yeah, right. So no, 52.
150.
We're still a young country. We still got. It's really funny because we're as a country,
we're a baby country, but huge.
No. I mean, like in terms of like age in a country, we're really young. Yeah. But socially, we're like, and like economically, we're like way more advanced than like a lot of the older countries that have been around for a while. Mm. Like, so we're like,
yeah, it's good.
Yeah, like it's crazy. We organize, we coordinate. We're like, we're gonna get this done.
Exactly.
It's gonna be good. People are gonna want to live here. People are gonna come here from all over the world, and they're gonna want to live here.
Yeah, and we let
that wasn't
okay.
We didn't let millions. We let, what is it, 200,000 every year?
Yeah.
They want to take it up to 250,000.
Yeah, well, we got room.
Well, I mean, I get, apparently.
Oh.
Apparently we got, but do we really want to get rid of all that room?
See, the thing is, if you open doors, people bring in their own problems.
Well, yeah, everyone's got a problem, man. Everyone's got problems. You got problems, I got problems, the guy next door got problems.
If you let one family of immigrants, then they're just like, I forgot my cousins. Right.
Well, everyone starts sponsoring people,
and so then they start sponsoring, and then you have like half of I don't know why Iraq came into my head, and then you got half of Iraq in Canada.
No, there's actually this guy where I was doing I think I've said this already on the podcast. I don't remember if I have. Where there's this guy who he was saying how the town, because he's from Africa, and the town he grew up in, he says that he's seen so many people from his hometown here, like here in Canada. He says that he's seen so many people from his hometown. He's like the whole town just moved here. I'm like, it's really funny because I was talking with him, and it turns out someone who's in the same program as me knows him from the same town. I was like, how does this happen?
It's a small world.
Yeah.
Actually, didn't you have a friend who went to like China or something?
Oh yeah, and
saw a teacher.
Yeah, no, he was in. I think it was Indonesia.
Indonesia.
They were in Indonesia or Thailand.
We also have listeners from Indonesia.
Apparently, we have a listener from Indonesia.
Listener.
I don't know. I don't know.
How did they even come across it? Who knows?
I know someone from Indonesia, but I don't think they're listening to this.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, maybe they are. Maybe it's them.
Maybe.
I bet it's them.
Probably not. Okay.
They listen to 3 episodes and like, these kids don't know what they're talking about.
Exactly. Okay.
We're unqualified for this job.
Okay. Where were we with this?
Oh, it's just talking about how people know people from all over the world and how it's a small world after all.
Yeah. That's what we should name it. It's a small world after
You're gonna get copyright striked again. Come on.
No, we're not.
Yeah.
What do you mean again? We haven't been copyright striked.
You haven't heard.
What do you mean?
No, we actually haven't been copyright striked.
Like that, just like that small phrase. Is that really copyrighted?
Yeah, it only takes something like 5 seconds.
I apologize. I do not own that phrase.
It has to be in the
I
description.
do not own that rhythm. You're hearing it verbally.
How else do you hear it?
I don't know.
How else? Right? Like, it's sung. How else does one listen to it?
Rap.
Who would rap that?
It's a small world after all.
Stop.
Yeah.
I don't know what to do. Okay, I don't know what
we
to
need help.
No, I think we're tired. I think that's what it is because it's late. I don't know what time. It's almost 11 o'clock at night while we're doing this.
See, it's our fault. I didn't want to.
What do you mean?
I'm just joking.
I still want us to do. Look, okay. I don't know.
You want us to do an episode? You want us to record an episode at 2 a.m?
Yes,
because that's when we have our bestest ideas.
I know, honestly, we're really funny at 2 a.m.
Okay, but
have you met us?
That's good. What do you mean?
We're really funny at 2 a.m.
They have not met us. Well, they've met us. But they haven't met us.
They're getting to
you
know
don't know
us.
who I am.
They're getting to know us. I think,
they don't know who I am.
I mean, also, we're a comedy podcast.
We are the funniest podcast
What is it?
on the platform.
No, we're not.
And if you deny this,
Victor,
you're not.
Victor, we're on every platform with every
what
other.
What should we call our people?
No, I want you to understand this real quick. We're on every platform.
Yeah.
So every other podcast says they're the number 1 podcast.
Yeah.
But we're not actually. So here's the thing. The other thing too is that we're like 2 guys talking to the internet essentially.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah. You know how crazy that is? Literally anyone can be on the other side.
Mm-hmm.
Our next door neighbor could be listening to our episode right now.
Or he could just hear us through the walls.
I mean...
and get the episode beforehand and know and have all the bloopers.
That's the exclusive.
That's the exclusive.
That's the ultimate exclusive. Live hearing. Actually,
we should get on the radio.
People do that.
Yeah, I know.
When people go on tour with their podcasts and they do live recordings.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't know how I would do that, but
Yeah, so you don't know how they do that?
No, I mean we have to build a very, very big audience in order to pull that one off.
Yeah. I could just bring in my whole school.
Yeah. Just be
I was thinking about posting the podcast, our name and our picture on my school's Instagram, but I'm having thoughts about it.
I still want us to get who on the podcast.
The principal?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
If you don't talk to her, I will.
Mm.
I'll email her.
No. I don't want my principal in my house.
That's
weird.
No, we could just no. Look, here's the thing. We could literally do it. One day after school.
Yeah.
I could just show up to the school, pull out the mics.
Yeah, show up into her office.
Yeah, we could do it in her office. It doesn't really matter. Like that. That's how easy it is.
Yeah. Okay.
Just have a conversation with your principal.
That's scary.
Well, she was also my principal. That's why.
I have never been in the principal's office.
I've actually been in there, and it was to look for a pair of scissors.
That's sad. I was waiting for like a rebel story.
No.
He's like,
no,
he's skipping class.
But
I've been doing drugs in the corner.
What are you talking about? Do you think I am?
I'm just joking.
I've been in the vice principal's office though a lot.
The vice principal.
Yeah, a lot. Like a lot. Like I mean, so much. He knew me by name.
Yeah.
Actually, he'd just give me this look, and I'd be like,
our principal makes an effort to
connect with the students.
To connect with the students and learn.
That's exactly why I want to talk to her. So yeah. There's a few things. Also, there's like this really great story. I think I've told her already, but I want to tell it on the podcast. But I want her to be there because it's a great story.
Okay, I'll try to arrange something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
this would have to be during school, obviously.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
There's only like what?
Sometime,
2 months left.
Sometime in June.
2 months left.
Yeah, but
sometime in June.
Sometime in June.
Because I already have booked.
Yeah.
A person.
Your next guest is already booked.
Yeah.
My next guest is already booked.
Yeah, your next guest is already booked.
Yeah. So there's that. Yeah. We're booking already. I think if any of our friends are listening and you want to be booked, I mean, we can arrange that.
Oh my gosh.
I'm actually.
I walked into like the weight room and then a bunch of kids are just like, so when am I gonna be on your podcast? And I'm just like, never. I'm like, you didn't make the cut. I'm sorry. And they're just like, what? He's just like, yo, I was like your best friend. I'm like, who said?
Some people are like, I remember like when people were like, you're my friend.
Yeah.
And you were like, we've only had like 2 conversations. When did we establish we were friends? Like, I haven't seen you in like months.
I only agree with that unless it's I'm sorry.
You're tired.
I don't know why I'm laughing. Okay. What was I saying?
You only agree with that if...
Oh yeah, I only agree with that if like I'm in the same class with the person and we've only talked like twice and it's only been like 2 days. I'll be like, yeah, okay, fine. I need a friend in my class.
I remember how actually there was this one class where when I was in, I think grade 12 or grade 11, there was this one class where I had, there was this one guy I used to sit next to. He was like a big Arrow fan and like the Flash, or no, he was really into the Flash.
Yeah.
And we had like a lot of like nerd conversations.
Yeah.
But like outside of class, we didn't talk to each other. He was like a ghost. We didn't talk to each other.
Well then.
We didn't associate. But in class, we were like real tight, Like it was like, yo, what up? And I'm like, did you watch this week's episode? He'd be like, yeah. And I'd be like, yeah. And then we talk. And then, what was it? Yeah. Oh, he also watched like all of 24.
No, yeah.
I haven't seen that with, what's his name?
I forgot
Keith
his name.
Sutherland.
Oh yeah, Keith
Sutherland.
Keith's a good actor.
He's got a voice.
Yeah. I was about to try and impersonate it, but I know I can't.
Yeah. Anyway,
he's got that voice.
Also, that clock sound.
Dun, 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 dun. No, I can't do that. Yeah.
Anyway, but yeah,
it's a good show.
I mean, you shouldn't have watched it.
I shouldn't have watched it when I watched it.
But that's not the point.
That's not the point at hand.
Anyway, yeah, but
it's good.
Yeah.
Watch people like watching. They're gonna be like, "It sucks. It's so cheesy. It sucks."
Anyway, but yeah, no, it was a pretty good show. And then it finished airing, and then it just, went from there. But yeah, no, but I remember like that's the stuff we talked about. And then there was like someone who there was something about something I can't remember, and like everyone was always that class was just so bizarre. Actually, and then I sat next to this one girl. She we had like, I can't remember. We were like, I guess we were close for that class. And like that was about it, but I can't really remember.
Yeah.
What was her name?
Wow, you're a terrible friend.
Well, we only sat next to each other that whole, like, we never actually talked. Like the
outside
entire
class, you never talked?
The entire time I was in high school, I met her in that class.
Wow, okay.
We were like in grade 12. We met in that, like, because I sat next to her, and for whatever reason, I think I sat down, and she sat down next to me.
Yeah.
And that's how it happened. And to be honest, I missed a lot of those classes because at the time I was going through some stuff and I wasn't going to school.
Yeah.
But yeah, actually I missed a lot of school those days. But I barely got to know that person.
Yeah.
Like, from what I remember. But yeah, that's about it. You look like you're about to pass out.
I'm at breaking point.
You're breaking.
If you just start hearing snoring, I want you to continue this conversation with yourself.
With myself, I'm just supposed to.
I want you to tell me in my dreams.
I'm not gonna talk to myself. Like, that'd just be weird.
Yeah.
I'm like, what am I, some weirdo who's alone? Like, who does?
Like, you can do podcasts by yourself.
No, people do podcasts by themselves, but I don't know how they talk to themselves.
Like, I could be like, "Hey guys, what's up? It's solo Latino guy, 456."
What's with the 456?
I'm a gamer, bro. I don't know.
Look, I need you to understand that I think podcasts are better when there's more than one person. Because I can't entertain an audience alone. Who do you think I am? I'm not that funny. I'm not that charismatic.
I'm charismatic.
I'm an introvert trying to be an extrovert.
I'm not an introvert.
I'm out here trying to help people.
I'm funny. Actually, you know what? There's this thing that's happening in my school. It's like the Oscars kind of thing. But like a bunch of people are just like, "You're funny. You should perform." I'm like, what would I perform? And they're just like, "Stand up." And I'm just like, "Okay, you want to see my performance right now?" And they're just like, "Really? Like, you could do that right now?" I'm like, "Yeah." You know what I did? There's like these like little like ledges that come out of the walls that you can stand on. I stood up, I standed, and I walked off. And you know what I told him? That's stand up.
Wow.
And
that's like
died of laughter.
So you killed a man.
I killed a man.
More like a child. You killed a child.
I killed a teenager with stand up comedy.
What is the matter with
All
you?
I did was stand up.
That reminds you.
It was so miserable.
Actually, the previous guest we had on, his name was Greg. Greg. When we were on Greg. Anyway,
okay.
Let me get back to the point. Anyway, if you want to listen to that episode, you can. It's like 2 episodes ago. Anyway.
Yeah.
3 episodes. 3 episodes ago.
Uh-huh.
We when we were in grade 7, we had to do like push-ups and stuff in gym class.
Yeah.
Or like in physical education or whatever.
Yeah.
And I remember, or PE as some call it. We had to do push-ups, and I remember he would lay on his back and just push upwards,
push the air.
Yeah, he like,
it's like, get down on the ground and give me some push-ups. And he's on his back.
Oh yeah, just let me tell you. So I remember our teacher going, "You know what? Greg, it's not how you do it; it's the effort that counts."
It's like, get down on the ground, give me 20. Don't worry, sir. Lays on his back, pushes the air.
It's like, "I'm doing them, sir. I'm doing them."
It's the effort, sir.
It was so funny. He would do stuff like that all the time. But or like he'd go. I remember this. You should talk to us when he was on the podcast.
Yeah,
I remember this when I had just recently like gotten to know him. And he went to the washroom and came back and he touched me. He's like, "Don't you just hate it when you pee on yourself?" But his hands are all wet. And I was like, "What?" And he just like touched like my hand, and I was like, "What are you saying?"
Did you just pee all over your hand?
No, it's like, he's like, "Don't you just hate it when you pee on yourself?" And I'm like, and he just touched my hand. I'm like, why did you touch me?
Is that water? Or is that
no? He's like, "I'm kidding, bro. Like, I just washed my hands."
Yeah.
But it was.
I would be mean and just be like, "Don't you hate it when you pee on yourself?" And then just grab them and then just walk away. I wouldn't tell them if it's
pee or water
or whatever.
No, but like I was like, "Why would you touch me? Like, what?"
Oh, no.
Yeah, like and then I remember like actually there was this other guy. I'm not gonna say his name, but he'd be like, "Sir, can I go to the bathroom?" He's like, and I remember this teacher at the time. He was pretty funny. He was like, "We don't have bathrooms here. Like we genuinely don't have bathrooms." and I remember.
You remember?
I remember how like he would always ask that, and the teacher would be like, "I thought I told you we don't have bathrooms here." Like, "No, I really gotta go." He's like, "We don't have bathrooms here.
We don't have bathrooms here. Sorry, sir."
He's like, "But sir, I gotta." It's like, "We don't have bathrooms." He's like, "Can I go to the washroom, sir?" There we go. But it was really funny. Or the restroom. Why do you call it restroom?
It's because where you go rest your bottom.
You don't really rest. I mean.
Yeah, it's more like the relieving room. You know, it's true.
If you can tell that we're laughing a lot, we're
Yeah.
actually really tired.
Yeah, we're exhausted.
I'm really gonna have to edit this because it's so much distortion because we're so loud.
It's because I'm funny.
Okay, let's end it here.
Okay, so
Wait,
this
actually, I just wanted to say, follow us on
I say
on
that.
Spotify or whatever. Okay,
Yeah.
fine, end it.
Yeah, okay, so follow us on Spotify, you can subscribe and you can leave a comment on Apple Podcast. Apple Podcast, exactly. You can leave a comment there,
Rate us,
send us an email.
ask us questions, tweet at us.
Exactly.
I don't know, hit us in the DMs if you want to leave us a question.
Yeah, we still haven't posted anything on our Instagram yet.
Yeah, I'm gonna post something hopefully tomorrow, or today, or whenever. I don't know when this episode goes up. I'll post it.
Okay, yeah, okay. Yeah. So this has been the Latin Brothers podcast. We'll see you on the next one. Bye.
We can't see anyone. We listen to hear us.
I see them.
You don't see anybody.
I can imagine people.
Okay, whatever.
Okay, bye.